Get into the Justice Cycle born. Kind of muggy out here today, though, bro. I can tell you that much. First of all, my son, peace and prophecy. God, so I would like to go through a lot of rock myself hard, all the yo, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Let's get it. First of all, I want to say peace to the Father, say peace to God's and devils. I would like to go through a lot of rock myself hard, all the sisters out here. This is in New Jersey. I want to rhyme on mother love, called to step, peace to God. You know what I'm saying? We're about to touch on some topics today, man. Topics that I try to refrain from. I'm- Sometimes I try to refrain from, to be honest. I can't let that slide today, man. I can't let it slide. First of all, man, I want to shout out to my big bro, my cousin Gene Dill. Word up, yo. And I want to tell you something, man, because there's a lot of you cats out here that claiming what a bodyguard should be doing when I never did the job. Well, I never did the job. All right, well, I've been running security bodyguards for over 20 plus years. Pretty much ever since I came out of high school, basically, a prison. I was doing my first bid. I came home, my first bid. I started bouncing at strip clubs. And they was giving me a little bag. I'm still hustling a little bit at the time, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something, man. I've been watching Camron Smoke News TV, and I fuck with Camron Smoke News TV. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with, yo, Mace. You trying to say what Gene should have did, but when you was hauled up in a hotel about to get your head knocked off by them bloods, who was the one that came and got you at the hotel, walked you back to your, and walked into the car, make sure you made it home to your family safe, nigga? It was Gene Dale. First of all, no matter your security or not, if the threat is gone, you can't run down nobody and shoot them if you're security. You know why you can't do that? Because that's illegal. That becomes then aggravated assault, attempted murder, firing a firearm in a and not having them. No, you can't do that. You can't fire a firearm in public unless you're right there. Gene was up ahead in a car with Diddy. He wasn't he wasn't with Biggie in the car. So security I should be talking about is the person who protected Biggie. And who would that be? That would be Paulie, Big Paul. Big Paul's the one crying about going home, not Jane Dale. But it's not really, yo, just to be honest, it's not really just about Jane Dale. It's about everybody that do security or bodyguard out there. And this disrespect that I'm hearing coming from these these busters' mouths, right? They never did it. They were scared to do it. These niggas scared, these niggas, they high ass because they pussy. Let's keep it real. Most of these niggas high because they pussy. They know if we wasn't there, niggas would eat their food. So if something happens, don't come to us talking about, oh, you was supposed to do this. Nigga, we know what we supposed to do. Our job is to protect the person we bodyguarding for. Gene's job was to protect Puppy, not to protect Biggie, to be honest. He was on Puffy security that day, not Biggie's. Puffy asked Gene to hold Biggie down the club, but when it was time to leave, what car did Gene get into? He didn't get a car with Biggie. He got a car with Puffy. Puff knew what he was doing. Puff one of the most. He didn't care about nobody else being killed. He just want to make sure he wasn't killed. The K word, however you want to call it. He's more concerned about somebody else. He won't worry about himself to anybody else. Put it like that. Was he right, boy? Yeah, it's self-saving. You gotta save yourself, you can save anybody else. You gotta look out for yourself. And that's what we're talking about. So now let's get to Smoke News TV. Okay, hello. Let's get to Smoke News TV now. Smoke News TV. Yo, a month ago, you was praising Big Gene, shouting him out, showing him love. Now, in order to get click and views, you trying to assassinate this man's character. Call this man a liar. When everything he said was in the federal files, so how's he lying? After how many years? After almost 30 years, sometimes little minor details might get mixed up. But 95% of what he said is actual fact. You know how I know? You know what I know though? I know that if I was put in the same position as Jane, I'm protecting my primary. My primary is the one I'm supposed to guard. You dig what I'm saying? Not not Biggie. Now I know he felt bad. He should have been the one to guard Biggie. He should have been the one that was on Biggie's case. On Biggie should have been his primary that night. Because from what I know, I hear about Paul. Paul was a scary ass joker. You need somebody with a little street in him to understand the job, a professional job of being security. They got to have a little street in them. You don't have to have much, just a little bit. So then Smoke Fake New TV, you shouting out, what's that? What's that nigga name again, man? The rat dude. Um, hold up, Arthur, choke no joke, choke no joke. You shouting out a rat dude like choke no joke, saying shout out to choke no joke. Much respect to choke no joke. Know what I'm saying? But choke no joke is a liar, bro. All the stories he tell he got from Jane. And choke no joke is a known rat. He's a known tattleteller. He's in paperwork. He testified on force, Johnny Button Jr. He testified on force, Johnny Button Jr. But people want to forget that. People don't want to remember that. They don't. So you want to shout out choke, no joke, right? Smoke News. I'm gonna make you popular. I'm gonna make you popular today amongst my peers. Y'all go check out Smoke News TV, right? Y'all see, check out from the beginning. He do some good work, right? But these last two episodes he did are bogus. Are bogus. Gene said he makes life. Mace said that publicly on his platform before. You know what I'm saying? So why would you think he talking about Gene not busting off a gun? Why would you think he talking about D-Rock not busting off his gun? Because he was in the car with Big, or Paul not busting off his guns because he was in the car with Big. Nah, it makes more sense for your ratings for you to badmouth somebody and try to chop down their character as big as Jane. Why Gene going to the court? Why Gene want to see justice? Gene is a parole officer. He was the New York City parole officer, pretty much a cop. So he don't live by the same rules and laws we live by. He can go up there and do that because that's he see Puffy pretty much allegedly set Wolf up to be killed, set Wolf best friend up to be killed, in that BMF situation. Didn't want to pay Wolf his money, 300,000 Wolf invested in the company, cursed Wolf's mother out, called her all type of B words and things of that nature, what he would never do if Wolf was alive. Puff would never run his mouth like that. And I'm hearing all these guys that's supposed to be Wolf's boys, you know what I'm saying? Like Mecca, you know what I'm saying? He said, and Wolf cool. Da da da. Why didn't you smack Puffy in the mouth for disrespecting Wolf's mother? That's what I want to know. I tell all this other stuff, but tell me that. And like I said, when you're a bodyguard, you can't shoot in the open because you will go to jail for that. No matter if you're licensed to carry or not, it's the same charge. Now, say if you did shoot them people and he hit some innocent bystanders over there. Say if he jumped out and ran behind the car or was driving by the car, shooting out the window like a wild cowboy style, and a bullet ricocheted and hit a civilian. What you think gonna happen then? Mace, what you think gonna happen then? Smoke Newz TV? For anybody that has something to say about that, what y'all think gonna happen then? A whack back 100, whack back 100. What you think would happen if he hit an innocent bystander shooting at the person from the car trying to get away in a getaway car? And a bullet ricocheted and hit an innocent person, a civilian. They're going to jail. The same way Snoop Dogg and his bodyguard got locked up for it. They went to jail. They bailed out and everything. They beat the shit in trial, but they went to jail. So answer that question for me, y'all. If you're a bodyguard, I've been doing it for over 20 plus years. You don't shoot in an open crowd. You don't ride out the window like a wild cowboy shooting out the side of the window of the car that's getting away. He did what he's supposed to do. He chased him down, tried to catch him. He couldn't catch him. He turned back around to make sure Big was good. He carried Big out the car. Into the hospital. So what I'm saying is, he did everything he could do for that situation. What there's nothing else he could do. He told Big, we shouldn't go to this party tonight because I got word from Unique Medical Audio that dudes were coming to kill us. He told Puffy. He told D-Rock. They didn't listen. Whose fault is that? That's not his fault. He warned them. And then when it's time to go, Puffy lingering around, trying to pull girls to go to another party. Knowing they got beef, in LA, knowing they got beef on the West Coast, knowing Tupac just got assassinated, just got K-worded. You dig? And nobody listened. Why you think Wolf didn't go? Wasn't enough security. That's the same reason Gene, the only mistake Gene made was going out on that night. The reason I said that is because now, if he didn't go up on the night, nobody could try to put the blame on him like, oh, he should have did this or he should have did that. No, he did his job description. He protected his primary. That's all he should have did. That's all he had to do. So for people like Mason Beta, the alleged tranny lover, Camron Giles, the dude who get punched in the face and never do nothing back, and Smoke Newz TV, an up-and-coming blogger. If y'all never been in that game, y'all don't know that game, y'all shouldn't talk about that game. Y'all might get a lot of likes and clicks of views for that game, for talking about it. But then, if the right person see y'all, they'll punch you in the mouth for assassinating their character. Alo Gene Dill. So, this is not a warning. This is to try to bring understanding to you, brothers. Don't talk about nothing you don't know about. Because the next person to get punched in the face could be you. The next person to get socked up could be you. Like I said, man, shout out to my cousin Gene Dill, my big bro, man. Keep doing your thing, keep shining, keep eating on these suckers. Cause they mad cause you eating and they nibbling. You retired still eating and they nibbling. So man, keep doing what you're doing, man. This is King of New Jersey. This is Btbtv. This is where we bully the bullies at. Like I said, for all y'all who don't know the security game or the protection game, y'all shouldn't even talk about it, bro. Because y'all was never in them circumstances or them situations to have to protect nobody. After you cast, scared to protect yourself. So don't tell us our job. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to the members of my chat, man. Carlton Hines, man. Carlton Stanton, man. Kia, Juan Cruz, you know what I'm saying? Whoever else in here looking and lurking ain't saying that, man. But yo, I'm about to get off here, man. It's short and sweet. Like I said, the King of New Jersey, BTV. And we ain't no bloods or no quits. We doing our own thing. BTV that started this old nigga like nigga. Wow. Let's get out of here.